What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's talk about it. All right, y'all. Now, some big news has happened in the sport of boxing, and it is pertaining to the now, former, let's say, undisputed welterweight world champion, that being Terence Bud Crawford, who is 40 wins, no losses, no draws, 31 wins by way of knockout. Terence Crawford, 3 division world champion, former undisputed junior welterweight world champion as well, the first male boxer to become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. He is the second boxer overall to become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes here in the 4-belt era. The first being Clarissa T-Rex Shields, the GOAT, as she was undisputed at 160. Then she became undisputed at 154. Then she moved back to 160 and became undisputed again. Now, the reason I'm dropping this video is because Terence Crawford has been stripped of his IBF title, International Boxing Federation sanctioning body has informed Terence Crawford and team that he is being stripped of his IBF title, seeing as reason being he was ordered to face Jaron Ennis after his massive showdown with Earl the True Spence Jr. Now, the IBF does not recognize rematch clauses, with the exception of mandatories and such. If they have a mandatory challenger, whether you have a rematch clause with whoever comes prior, you have to honor that mandatory. So he's been stripped of his title, and Jaron Ennis, who is the IBF interim welterweight world champion, he's 31 wins, no losses, no draw, with 28 wins by way of knockout. He's coming off of a 10th round stoppage of Roymond Villa. He will be elevated to the full champion. He will be the welterweight world champion. Now, these same set of circumstances will apply for the current unified heavyweight world champion, that being Oleksandr Usyk, who is coming off of a stoppage over Daniel Dubois. Now, Oleksandr Usyk became the undisputed cruiserweight champion and then moved up and challenged Anthony AJ Joshua for the unified heavyweight world championship and beat him in a unanimous decision the first go around. Then he beat him in a split decision the second go around, which a lot of people thought it should have been a unanimous decision both times. He ended up beating, like I said, stopping Daniel Dubois, which came with much controversy, as Daniel Dubois landed a shot somewhere along the belt line or below, whichever the case may be. But it was the fact that he was given extra time. The ref gave him a little extra time to recover. And then ultimately he got up and Daniel Dubois, he kind of lost confidence and he pretty much quit. But the same set of circumstances will apply to him as well, because he will be going into a massive undisputed showdown with the Gypsy King Tyson Fury here in 2024. But there's a mandatory challenge for the challenger for the heavyweight division as well, that being the interim heavyweight champion, IBF heavyweight champion, Filip Hrgovic. I believe that's how you say it, Filip Hrgovic. He's, regardless of rematch clauses or not, he's going to have to, whoever wins is going to have to honor that mandatory and face him after they fight each other. So now back to the case in point, what does this say for Terence Crawford? We know for some time now, Terence Crawford has been at welterweight, as well as his, you can say, rival, that being Earl the True Spence Jr., they've both been outspoken about how it was growing increasingly hard for them to make the weight limit of 147 for a welterweight. And after Terence Crawford defeated Earl Spence Jr. during the post-fight press conference, he stated that he wanted the rematch. He also stated that he hopes that the rematch can take place at 154. So what does this say? Other than the one thing that people have been waiting to find out for a long time is that Terence Crawford will be moving up to 154 pounds. It makes sense for the rematch to happen at welterweight. It'll be a unified welterweight title match bout. But for where Terence Crawford is and the fights that he wants to have and get over the next 3 or 4 years, the move to 154 ultimately seems like it'll be the right move right now for him to do. They can have the rematch, no titles on the line, just all grit and grind and see who comes out on top, and then they can go from there. At 154, both of them will campaign at 154. We'll just have to see what the outcome will be with that. I believe Terence Crawford should make the decision to go to 154 after being stripped. The IBF president, DARYL Peoples, did not respond to any comments or anybody reaching out to him about Terence Crawford being stripped at this time. So, that being said, what do you think Terence Crawford's next move should be? Should he stay at welterweight and make it a unified title defense against Earl Spence Jr. in a rematch? Or should he move up to 154 pounds, junior middleweight, and take on Earl Spence in, just a showdown without any titles on the line? Let me know. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I hope that I can get some feedback from you guys on this. I'm definitely going to keep dropping that heat. I appreciate you guys. From the bottom of my heart, we are almost up to 500 subscribers. Thank you guys. Peace.